Hey friends, it's Amanda. Super excited to be joining Peartree Cutfiles' first birthday celebration YouTube hop. And I'm using this gorgeous cut file, the hanging basket. Isn't it stunning? And I've done something a bit different today. I actually printed my cut file, so I didn't actually cut it with my Cameo machine. I actually opened the Silhouette software and just printed onto some white cardstock. So I did this because, yeah, and then I cut it by hand. And I did this because I wanted to show you that even if you don't have a cut file machine, you can still purchase the cut files. The Silhouette software is free and you can download it, print, and then cut with a scalpel like I did. And if you look closely at, there's a few little bits I've accidentally snipped off, but generally speaking, it looks the same and you get the same result. And I just wanted to showcase that today, that you really can have those beautiful cut files even if you don't have the machine. So no excuses now. So as you can see, I'm using the beautiful Altenew Wildflower collection. I've backed the three main florals with those big beautiful bouquets from the Bouquet Love paper, again from the Wildflower collection. And then I'm using my 6x6 papers to back the leaves with. They're looking very cute. Yeah, look really pretty today. There's that same bouquet paper. It's stunning, isn't it? So I'll use those lovely colors to back all in and around my cut file. I even like the reverse side of it for the basket. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. And you can see, yeah, a few of my leaves were a little bit flimsy. Sometimes cutting with a scalpel, you're a bit rough. And yeah, I had a few pieces that were loose, but I think still to think that I did that all with a scalpel. And I think it took probably, to be honest, probably maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. So it wasn't super light. I mean, it wasn't as quick as my cut machine, but it wasn't too tricky at all. And I really think it's a great way to, yeah, to be able to use cut files all the time, even if you don't have the machine. So yeah, really easy. Using some enamel dots just to have those circle parts. The circles are really tricky to cut the scalpel. So I thought those smaller centers of the flowers I could just leave with the print lines on them and cover them with enamel dots. And I think the enamel dots really pop anyway and just give that lovely finish. So that was a good solution instead of trying to cut the circular parts. And I've got these alphas. They're from the Pretty and Sweet collection, which was an exclusive from Hit Kit Club. And the ombre pink to red I thought was really pretty in the alphas there. So going to use them for my title. And of course, build up my cut file with even more florals and just, yeah, just really make it sing. You can see I've got my lovely photo of my two darlings tucked in at the top there. And they're standing in the garden and it's a really lovely day and one full of hope. And yeah, it was a really special time. As you know, I will put my journaling on the back in a letter for them, so you won't see much of that, but this is all about the cut files today anyway. And if you pop over to the Peartree Facebook group, they've got lots of specials and wonderful things happening. There's a design team call as well if you're inclined. Lots and lots of wonderful things happening, some discount codes throughout the weekend as well. So lots and lots happening. So jump over there. I'll have links in the description box for you below as well. But please do go and celebrate with them. They're a fantastic company. Marie does some wonderful things. And as you can see by this hanging basket design, it's just gorgeous. Really beautiful. As I said, beautiful cut file designs. And she does some other amazing things too, like stencils and all sorts. So please do pop over and show her some support. As I said, links in the description box below for you. And check out all the other amazing crafters hopping along for today's YouTube hop as well, because honestly, the lineup today is spectacular. You are going to be absolutely amazed by everyone's work. So my page is actually quite a simple one today because I spent so long hand cutting the cut file. I just wanted to keep it all about the cut file. I really wanted to make sure the emphasis was on that today. So I've gone for that really lovely dark blue cardstock there, and I'm quite happy with how that really does make the colors sing and pop, and it ties in with my photo beautifully as well because my two children are wearing navy in the photograph. So yeah, look, really simple but really beautiful. So I've just foam mounted it just to give it that extra bit of lift, the cut file. And yeah, just fussing now with those extra pieces of ephemera. Just, oh, decisions, I tell you. Sometimes when less is more, it's also more work. Less is sometimes really tricky to achieve because you want to put everything on and then you've got to pull it all back. And yeah, I find that a little bit tricky. So Tana will go in there, of course. What next though? Maybe it's time to start sticking things in place. Yeah, commit. I'll use that as my guide point for where to stick that. back on. I want the cut file to be slightly to the left, just so there's a little bit, yeah, my photo will sit center, but I just want the cut file slightly to the left, just so I've got a bit more room for my title on the right hand side as well. I'll just get rid of all that foam tape. There we go. So you can see it's been mounted beautifully. I haven't mounted the top hook yet. I don't want to actually do that. I actually want to glue that straight down flat, just so it doesn't move. Yeah, I don't like the idea of that looking like it's just, I don't know, at the moment it looks like it's sort of a bit just popping out on its own and there's no reason and no need and it's sort of distracting. So I will glue that down in a moment, but first, just committing with these florals, making sure I'm happy with them. They're very, very sweet. It's a beautiful collection, actually, Wildflower. It's very, very pretty. It's one of those really elegant ones, and I think with this colour scheme as well, adding that navy blue to it, it's just really lovely as well. There's that little leaf that I accidentally snipped off. I'm just going to tuck it back in where it belonged. There we go. Such a beautiful cut file, hanging basket, just stunning. So if you like this cut file, I'm going to have a link for that one as well in the description box below. And as I said, no excuses. If you don't have a cut file machine, you don't need one. Download the Silhouette software, select the print option. Obviously, you will need to keep within an 8.5 by 11 inch page margin setting so that you can print on your A4 printer. But honestly, my printer takes the cardstock, no worries. I do use the lighter weight American Crafts. It's easier to cut with as well because it is a lot lighter. So yeah, so I just printed in black ink and then cut just inside those lines, and yeah, it looks really easy, really, really beautiful. It's just such a lovely thing to do. And obviously if you do have a cameo or a cry cut, you know, life's easy. So yeah. Just really beautiful cut files, and just, yeah, I can't even, just divine. So just finishing up with a few last florals here. As I said, it is a really simple design, but that's because when you've got a cut file that's beautiful, it really does, well, it's the focal point, isn't it, with my photograph, and I don't want to steal away from that. So really, really lovely. As I said, I didn't want that hook to be just dangling like that, so I am going to glue it on, and I know that will mean it's flat and everything else is 3D, but I don't like the idea of it just sort of looking like it's floating in the air. It just bothered me, so I think I prefer this option. There we go. Yeah, see how that looks better? You can't really tell that it's not 3D anymore, but it's just that, yeah, it sits flush with everything. Oh, decisions. More is, oh, do we need more? Maybe. Oh, it's so hard to decide sometimes, isn't it? There's so many beautiful ephemera pieces too, and they all tie in beautifully, and they work so well with this collection, don't they? With the basket, with all the lovely foliage and the florals, and it's very, very pretty. And I think limiting the colour palette has also made it stand out even more as well, so gorgeous. And this is why I don't glue things down properly, because you'll see I still want to pick them up and move them. Yeah. Oh, am I happy with that? Just going to add a little bit more there to hold that in place. It was bothering me that it was lifting. Right. Title time, definitely. You can see I've got lots of space there for a really beautiful title, and I think that'll look really lovely. And the ombre colouring in those alphas is just stunning, from the pink through to the red. It's just beautiful, and it really does really complement the Wildflower collection perfectly. So on goes my title, Love Grows Here. Isn't that lovely? That's very sweet. I'm really happy with that one. And I think, should I add something to the top there? I want to put something there. I think I'll grab a bow. I think bows are the way to go. And because it's going to be the only one, I'm going to go for gold. It really does pop and stand out, but I think it just needed something extra. Just a little something to say, wow. And it's a birthday celebration today, right? So you have to have a little bit of bling. And then coming in with some enamel dots, I'm using the Tea Party and Cherry Blossom ones again from Old to New. just for a little bit of pop of colour. I could have used some paint splatter, but I really didn't want to get messy today. Yeah, beautiful clean look and really, really elegant. And there you have it, hanging basket perfection. Thank you so much to Peartree Cutfiles for having me as part of your YouTube hop today. Don't forget to check out the description box below for discount codes to their store and all the other hop participants. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and have yourself a wonderful, happy arty days. Bye.